Yeah. What's good, people? We got my boy Y.N.X
Yeah, man.
in the building tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We out here in beautiful Florida. You know what I mean? You see the sun. You see how it's hitting my skin. You know what I mean? But I'm out here, to link with my brother. As always, I come out here to refresh. Just dropped the album, so we come out here to celebrate the album as well. Messages in Time is streaming on all platforms, and we just, time is valuable, time is life, and we just are appreciative of having the opportunity to experience another minute, second, hour, month, year. You know what I mean? So we just sticking with it, man. Again, like I said, new album is out now, fully produced by Y.N.X, cover made by Y.N.X. You know what I mean? Like I just been practicing the self-sufficiency. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen by any means necessary. So that's why, along the way of me and my career in music, I wanted to learn a lot of aspects of it. So engineering, mixing, making beats, cover art. Because as an independent artist, you got to do everything. You're the manager, you're the booking agent, you're the accountant, all of that. So with that being said, we're practicing self-sufficiency, man. Messages of Time is out now, streaming on all platforms, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Make sure y'all tap in.
Yeah. So, what made you come up with the concept of Messages in Time?
So yeah, I dropped the previous album before that titled Messages and Money. So, the saying they have time is money. So I wanted to, theme both of the projects. So like the Messages and Money joint was more so like a phone call, leaving a voice message. So I based that whole album around a phone call, and a message being left, because everything is a message at the end of the day when it comes to the music. And I wanted to follow it up with Messages in Time, because what's more valuable, time or money? A lot of people put a lot of emphasis on money. Money is important. However, money is just a tool to get you where you need to go. You know what I mean? It's not something that you need to cross your friend over, or break a friendship and things like that over. It's just not that serious. You know what I mean? So I took those projects, and I wanted to bring them together, and I dropped them both back to back, both in 2023. So that was the inspiration behind the name.
It's pretty dope. Pretty dope,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You got any favorite tracks on Messages in Time?
For sure. So my favorite track right now, I want to say, is the last track. It varies though. So it's called Nothing Means Nothing. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So like that just represents a lot of stuff that we stress about, and the things that we are most passionate about in a negative way doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Nothing plus nothing means nothing. Nothing plus nothing equals nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I was thinking in my head when I wrote that song. And again, a message sometimes can be perceived as nothing to somebody that don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's my favorite. One of my favorite. The other one is More Better Blues, which I was influenced by the film by Spike Lee that has Denzel Washington starring. You know what I mean? He's a musician and he's battling between different females. You know what I mean? In the music, and he had to make it. He had to put the music first.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? They didn't necessarily agree with that, but you got to understand, like that's some of our lifelines. So like if you love a person, that person can potentially make, what I mean, they can disappoint you. But with music is a healing process. So like you got to put the things first. You know what I mean? God, music, and then kids, everything else. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. But you got to know God, yourself, because you got to put yourself before everybody else.
Yeah.
Because if you're not in the right state of mind, you can't help nobody. So yeah, man, that's pretty much my two favorite ones right now. I'm thinking about shooting a video for the Green Mile track.
Okay.
But yeah, man, make sure y'all check that joint out. It's a very easy listen. You know what I mean? I kept it. I had a few like up tempo tracks, but for the most part, it's a very moderate album, to where it's much expression. The beats feel good and things like that.
Yeah, man, it's definitely a smooth flowing project, man. Definitely, man. You did an amazing job on that
Appreciate it,
joint,
buddy.
bro. Like,
Yeah,
it's definitely something the world needs to hear,
I
for real, for real.
appreciate it, buddy.
Um, Shoot, like, what's the recording process like for Y.N.X?
Yeah, man. So like the way that I do it and the way that I did it with me producing it as well. Like I try to follow a mood. So like I already had like a idea on how I wanted the beats to sound, and at that time I was going through a lot of different things. So what I did was I put the beats together, found the samples that caught my ear. Because the thing about it is when you produce it for yourself, you know that you like the beat, so you don't gotta go through a whole pack of beats and then be like, damn, I didn't like none of these beats, because like you were living in that. But in regards to writing, I look at it like building a house. So like you gotta frame a house before you build it. Like all of this that we in right now is it's all framed.